Selena, you little Greetings and welcome back to another Oreo-tastic episode of the Vodkast. I'm your host, as always, Geycen, the Oreo Oliveira. With us today is the Selena Gomez chocolate cinnamon horchata type cookie sandwich that we're going to give it a whirl and let you know what I think. We got some milk on the side deck waiting to come in after we've tried it dry, and then we're going to move on to a few other things today. But today is really focusing on this. Look at this picture that I found. I didn't find that picture. Actually, I took that picture. I was at Walmart when I took that picture. And that's not the only place that they had Selena Gomez Oreos. Like, there had to have been that section, which I can't estimate, 150 to 200 cookies there. Then on the regular aisle, they had a section with full 2 rows stacked on top, so maybe another 75. It was an insane amount of these Selena Gomez cookies. So I guess they're expecting these to do pretty well. The packaging is really great. I love the simplicity of it, whereas I loved also the Post Malone ones that had the guitar picks that kind of made up a texture, almost a dragon scale texture in the back. This goes the opposite route, and it just grabs you. When you couldn't miss these in the store. I don't care what you're looking for, milk. Guess what you're going to end up with? Some of these. Why? Because it's big and shiny and new. And if you're anything like me, if it's big and shiny and new and it's got a new flavor, you got to try it. Either way, though, Oreo is really taking a back seat here to Selena Gomez. Like, her name is enormous, and it's just Oreo. Hi. Let's take a look at these. Give them a first smell. See what we think of that before we can move on to the eating process. Okay, yeah, I'm getting a smell of all the things that are supposed to be included in this. Now, there are several different cookie shells. I'm not going to pull out every single one of them. If I can find an image with all of them on it. Nonetheless, if you can see that one, it's a heart. I'm sure there's some other interesting and wild and wacky ones, just like they did with the Post Malone, just like they did with Lady Gaga. That's another thing I got to say is, like, I know Selena Gomez goes back a ways. Like, you know, she was in kids shows, I think, maybe 20 years ago, maybe 15. I don't know exactly how long ago it was, but it's been a while now. And I remembered her from that. And then she had a singing career, which I didn't really follow. No, not that I have any problem with Selena Gomez, just saying that it just wasn't my type of music. And then I started watching Only Murders in the Building, and I thought that she was fantastic in that, and that show was fantastic. I need to do some catch up on that show. But anywho, I just think it's weird that, like, I guess the Oreos just kind of, their team has sort of run out of ideas or something. And now they're just relying, whoa, I did not see this coming. I don't know if you guys can catch that on camera. I'll do my best to show it. It's sparkly. It's like a gold sparkle, a golden sparkle. So maybe it's like golden cinnamon. Wow, this is really sloppy, though. This is one of the sloppiest cookies. I put it on backwards. Anywho, let's try it dry. I'll let you know what I think about this. Here we go. Ah! I hate to say this, but it doesn't, I mean, I'm getting a little bit of cinnamon. Wait a minute. There it is. Holy shit. It all came in the back end. Up until then, it kind of just tasted like an Oreo with a little bit of cinnamon. Oh, wow. All right. I want to go right into milk with this one. And then I think I might go back and try a little bit more dry just to seal the deal. But anywho, shout out to Jess from Cryptid Bits with General Tidbits and her lover, Herbie, for sending me this many, many years ago. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's in rough shape. It's all getting busted up. But I'm hanging on to it for as long as I can because it means the world to me and it's very special to me. And what else am I going to dunk my Oreos in? I do have a Chewbacca mug that my producer/seducer Rick Brady he sent along, but it's very awkward. It's got all, like, trying to clean it, you got, you know, his beard hair and all, just trying to, like, not beard hair, but like Wookiee hair, the way it's all molded. The cup is what I'm saying. All right, let's try it in milk. Wookiees go to market, what do they buy? Hopefully they've got a comb. You ever hear that song? What do you buy, a Wookiee for Christmas? Look it up. It's funny. My friend Corey introduced it to me. I'm hoping what this does is really let the cinnamon shine through at this point. So here we go. Yeah, it really brings it forward. Wow. That's a good cookie. It is no Post Malone, though. Post Malone sits here right below the toasted coconut Oreos, which I don't think we're ever going to see again. No matter how many times I've tagged Oreo and said, hey, bring these back, please, for the love of Jesus. Bring them back. I can't live without them. They are something different, and they bring something new to the table, because I can't remember the last time that Oreo used cinnamon. I think they did like a cinnamon toast something or other. No, they haven't done a hybrid of that. That's coming, though. Let's face it. Within the next year or so, we'll see that, as long as they can, get a deal done. I don't know how that works. I'm not a businessman. Though, Ms. Gomez, you've done a fine job here. They're a good cookie. I'm going to give them an 8. They're above average. There's something you definitely need to try. If you see them in the store, I'd pick up a pack this size. This ran me $4.88 at Walmart, which is ridiculous, because I know I can go and get them on sale at like Kroger for $3.99, which now we're talking about, less than $1. But you got to be frugal these days. If you're not frugal, you're in trouble. If you're in trouble, you need help. If you need help, it's really hard to find it these days. Anywho, I hope you guys have loved this episode of the Vodkast. I know I said I was going to go back and try this dry again, but I undoubtedly have a very good impression of what this cookie is, and it's fantastic. So if you guys are loving the content I'm creating as much as I love creating the content that you guys are watching, would you please consider subscribing to the channel? I think it's over there. Maybe it's over here. It would be a huge favor to me. I'm on the road to 1,000. We've got about, let's see, I think we need about 268 at this point. Not that I'm keeping track of it, but either way, it would be a huge help for me, and I would appreciate it a lot. Now, coming every Wednesday, we're going to have D&D episodes of the Vodkast. You may see a Monday. You may see a Friday. You may not see either. It all depends on what I find at the store and what I feel like reviewing. For example, I don't know if I've shared this before, but this is Merman's Revenge. It's a Cajun hot sauce. It really jumped out at me, and I'd like to do that on camera for you guys and see if it's really that hot and see if it's tasty and let you know if you should get it or not. But that wraps up today's episode anywho. Don't forget to make somebody smile today and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today tomorrow. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier and a little bit more cinnamon together. Let's sing and dance in the sun and in the rain as one, my brothers and sisters. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love and fear of this big hair, but never let your inner child die. Ooh-wee. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of those around you who cannot take care of themselves, for they are the ones that need it the most. And if no one has told you today that they love you, the Vodkast loves you very much just the way you are. All right, guys, do no harm. I'm Geycen Oliveira. This is the Vodkast, and I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road. Take care, my friends, and happy adventuring.
Don't go to sleep with a catch it in your pocket.